Perfect. Wonderful. So my volume's very low. Thank you for that. Mic's too far. Thank you, thank you. Perfect. But with that said, I would like to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us from all around the world for the special evening with Dr. Vinayak. Wonder, intuitive guidance, and live readings. So today is all about the launch of Vinayak's Wonders. And I will tell you more about how it came to be, why I am here with Vinayak, and what we will do. But tonight, we would love to give you this opportunity to experience the wonder of Vinayak, his wonder menu, and tell you more about all the wonderful things what that he will be doing this year, and talk about his service and give you a taste of everything that he offers and shares with the world. And tonight, even though we have, I will tell you more about how tonight will flow and the agenda. Tonight will be very intuitive. We It will be very intuitively guided because Vinayak is a person of intuition and he's a guide for many of you that are already here, and some of you may be interested in working with him in the future. So let's get this started. I will tell you a little bit about me. I am Marta Christie. For those of you who have not met me yet, maybe you were with us yesterday and you remember me. And I met Vinayak in Maui this summer, and this in 2021. And the moment I met him, and we were having coffee with some of our friends that may be here, Marty, Samantha, and Joe, and everyone. And Vinayak's always on his pendulum. He's always guiding somebody and giving his answers. And those of you, type it in the chat if you've experienced this. Say me. And, Vinayak was talking about having a new website. And I told him, oh, raising hands, Veronica. Yes, she knows. Hi, Veronica. Vinayak, he's always on his pendulum, and he was talking about getting a website, and I told Vinayak, hey, I can get your website done with just one day. Just let me do it. And after and I started getting intuitive guidance about his brand name called I started just on repeat getting this thing called Vinayak's Wonders. It wouldn't stop, it wouldn't leave me alone. And then Vinayak asked me, what's this Vinayak Wonders that you're talking about? I said, I don't know, it just keeps coming. So we started working on creating this and manifesting this and putting together all his wonderful offerings that he has to share with the world. And this is what we call the wonders, his wonders: intuitive guidance, spiritual coaching, and natural healing. So these are his wonders. And this is how I came to play, is that I also do coaching, and we practice many different transformational and healing modalities, but I'm also a creative, and I started this something called 1111 Studios, where I help coaches, transformational workers, authors with branding and website development and design and video making and things like that. So it's kind of something that's all about energetic design, and it's very intuitively guided. It's not like regular, hey, do this, do that type of design. It's like I get visions. And if you are ever interested in working with me, you can always reach out, or anyone. But this is how I started working with Vinayak, and we will show you some fun things we have done. And then somebody's got off mute here. We can hear some background music. Let me see. Hudundin, thank you for switching it off. So yes, we will show you an overview of what we have done and the wonders that we have kind of nicely, beautifully presented, and give you an experience of Vinayak and his work. Quickly, today's flow, we will start with a guided meditation and a possible energetic transmission. And then we will officially celebrate the launch of Vinayak's Wonders and give you an experience of those wonders. And it really will be an opportunity to be with Vinayak and experience his magic and all of you's magic, because everyone that is here probably knows him really well or would like to get to know him. So this is an evening to be with him. And also, we will have a question and answer with Vinayak at the end. And the most fun part, the raffle. So, all of you that registered, your name is in this wonderful wheel, and it will look so much fun. This is the fun part, so stick around. Also, a few details here, good to know. If you have any questions or comments, just type it in the chat, and everything here will be recorded and shared. And if you would like to kindly silence your phones or outside distractions, we'll love your full presence if you can. And like Vinayak likes to say, open your heart and mind. Actually, he says, start with your wonder and the rest will follow. That we should have added that there. And would love to see you if you would like to turn on your camera. I mean, know you look good. But with that said, I would love to introduce the star of the night. Would everybody please join me in welcoming Dr. Vinayak? Woo! So Vinayak, here he is on camera. But before we have him say a few words, I would like to maybe talk a little bit about him. All of you know that he has more than 40 years of experience in holistic healthcare field, in intuitive guidance and spiritual coaching. If you go to his new website, vinayakswonders.com, you will see on his about page a huge list of all his accomplishments. And that's great. He's definitely, he's got a PhD, and he's part of radio shows. He's internationally sought after and recognized for authority in quantum healing, and he definitely refers himself as an ascension guide. He knows he's here for that. And if you know his name, Vinayak, I want to quickly tell you about his name. It means Vinayak, actually. You can actually call him also Dr. Vinayak, Dr. V, if Vinayak's too difficult. But Vinayak means, it has three meanings. And one of them is the teacher of teachers. He's a guide to many. He guides many other healers. If you have an experience like that with him, but you can always type it in the chat if you can relate to any of that. And another meaning of that name is God of Bliss. And many experience bliss in his presence. I've definitely experienced the wonder and bliss in his presence. Raise your hand if you have it also. Oh yeah, we can see some hands up. Wonderful. Maybe wow, we got a lot of hands going up. Wow. So that's why you're here, guys. That's why we're here. We're here to celebrate that. And another meaning of his name is the destroyer of obstacles. It's another name for Ganesha. And I believe a lot of you would raise your hand for that one as well, right? Remover of obstacles. And many of his services on his wonder menu are just designed for that, to remove any obstacles for all of you, for humanity to be in their wonder. And I could spend the whole hour talking about his accomplishments and what he can do, but let's welcome him now. Vinayak, would you please we would love to welcome you and hear a few words from you.
Hello. Aha. Welcome, everybody. It is indeed a pleasure to see everyone. And I am so honored that you've taken your time to be here to celebrate the launching of my new website. And Marta Christie, thank you for that magnificent introduction. I truly hope I can live up to all those expectations and accolades. So many friends that are here and feeling so loved and appreciated right now that Let's all begin by settling in with a brief meditation, if you will. So we'll connect all of our hearts together. And let's start by taking some breaths. And breathing in and breathing out. And just become aware of breath. How incredible it is that each and every one of us can breathe. And feel that life energy wherever it is in your body right now. Just allow yourself to go deeper into that presence. And as you do so, notice that your root chakra and your feet may start to tingle. You become aware of wanting to ground deeper into this beautiful Mother Earth that we are supported by. And allow yourself to go as deep as you can. Choosing to really be grounded right now. Where it all begins with your breath and being grounded. Allow that energy that you are feeling, particularly since we've activated the crystalline core of Mother Earth. It's even stronger now. So feel that energy coming back up into your bodies. Feeling it coming into your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees and your thighs. Becoming aware of your root. That root chakra that allows you to ground. Your pelvis, your sacral center, the seat of creation, of procreation. Into your solar plexus, and most of all, your heart. And now I'd like to invite you to just connect. Imagine you're connected with every heart in this room. And as you do so, feel your heart open and expand. You might notice that you're breathing a little deeper and a little slower too. As you allow the energies to rise. into your throat. Where you speak forth your creation. And now into your third eye, your brow center, where you visualize your creations. And allow that energy to rise even higher into the top of your head, the crown chakra, the 1,000-petal lotus. And you might even feel it blossoming, extending its petals further, enlarging your crown. And at this point, we open the channel and we ask our guides to be present and to join us in this now moment. So we call forth and ask for the presence of Elohim. And we call forth and ask for the presence of Emmanuel. And now, calling forth the presence of the guide Raphael. Notice how much stronger each additional guide, when they join your energy field, how much stronger the flow. The love of creation flowing into your bodies. And at this point, I invite you to invite your angel team in. We call forth all the angels, all the guardian angels, all the archangels, and feel your energy expand and your energy bodies expand as you become aware of all these energy bodies that are you coming directly and easily into alignment, increasing that energetic flow. Breathing a little deeper and a lot slower. You're in complete alignment. Allow your heart to expand and encompass who you are. And extend it out as far as you feel comfortable, enveloping all that is. Allowing that energy to return back to you, back into your heart center. feeling the wonder, the magic, the creator that you are. The joyful magnificence of being you, magnified, intensified. Now, from this space, once again, I welcome you and look forward to your questions and the sharing of your experience. Namaste.
Namaste, Vinayak. Thank you so much for this beautiful guided experience. It was truly magical. Very, very beautiful. And for the rest of the day, we promise you it will be as magical and intuitively guided. And Vinayak, is there anything you would like to share before we dive into the official launch of this event and Vinayak's Wonders?
Guided to share is that the wonders and the magic of how I work with people are the questions that you bring to me. So feel free to type in questions in the chat box. And we're actually going to call in my guides, of which I have many, as I'm sure most of you do as well. So I welcome your questions, for those questions are what stimulate the answers that come through me from the unknown. So with that,
Thank you.
we'll move on.
Perfect, Vinayak. I just want to add that, because a lot of Vinayak's work is very intuitively guided, while he also has a PhD and he's very intelligent, then the question asking is important because this is beyond the mind, this is beyond the book smarts. Vinayak represents both worlds. He's very well educated when it comes to the science of healing, but also he's fully connected to the higher realms. And if we don't get to any of the questions in the chat immediately, well, we promise that we'll try to get to them at certain parts of the event, or at the Q&A section at the end. But with that, let me share with you. We just walked into the guided meditation. I would like to now officially launch Vinayak's Wonders. So Vinayak now would be the ribbon cutting moment. And like I mentioned earlier with you, I told Vinayak that, hey, I can get your site up in one day. But actually the project took so much longer. And we went into full production mode. We went into video production. We did photo shoots in all over Maui. Because to have somebody with that much to offer, we were like, we need to represent you really well. And I will show you the website. If you have gone to his website, vinayakswonders.com, you will see this wonderful video. And I would like to play a little bit of that for you to get a sense of Vinayak. If you haven't met him yet, if you have, it will be fun to watch. But if you haven't, I will give you a little snippet of this video, and so you can experience his energies.
Welcome to Vinayak's Wonders. I am Vinayak, and I'm here to guide you to that path, to your path of magical and mystical and personal transformation for deep soul awakening. Perhaps you are looking for insights into personal matters such as relationships, career, health, family, and personal growth. Or are you a serious spiritual soul seeker ready for deeper awakening?
That's a little bit of that video. You can type it in the chat. What are you ready for? Are you a serious spiritual soul seeker? Relationships, health, any of them? So just type it in the chat. What are you up to in your life? I'd love to hear from you. And let me share with you, those of you that have not seen his website yet, I will quickly show you his website. Just a moment. This is Vinayak's Wonders website. Oops, let's get rid of this. And I hope you can see my screen and the website. It looks clear. So this is vinayakswonders.com. You can go right there. And this is the beautiful website. Beautiful pictures taken in all over Maui. And you can read more about Vinayak and what he's up to. And, you know, all his years of experience as pendulum spins is something we will experience today. And just so stay tuned. Some of you will get your questions answered when it comes to that part of the evening. This is the video we just saw. And this is the wonderful, wonderful testimonials and beautiful souls that he has worked with. And some of you are here. And his wonder menu. So tonight's event, we will go into intuitive guidance, spiritual coaching, and natural healing. And all of which you can read more about on the beautiful website and social media. But and his offerings, you can always find them here. And events and speaking. And we will come back to the website, or you can actually check it out on your own, but but I would like to actually now go into the main portion of the event and introduce you the wonder menu. And just a second. Okay, so the wonder menu. So this is what I mentioned earlier. The wonder menu is Vinayak's services. This is a general menu, and the first piece we're gonna introduce you is intuitive guidance. And I would maybe like Vinayak to tell us more about intuitive guidance, what it is, how it could benefit you. And after that, we could have some questions and answers with the pendulum or a card reading. So whatever comes through, we would all love to experience Vinayak.
Thank you, Mark Christie. The intuitive guidance is something that just, like I said, it's like you activate it with your presence and my being with you and the questions that you have. And the guides just start speaking through me. And many times I have no idea what I'll be saying or talking to you about. Some of you have actually experienced me doing this and working with you. And we're both amazed at what might come through. So I do use the pendulum, which I lovingly call the Ascendulum, because many of the questions that you have are about ascension and spiritual growth and spiritual awareness, as well as practical questions like, am I in the right place? Am I divinely guided? Are my guides here? Do I have angels that are directing me, et cetera, et cetera. So I recently started doing card readings as well. So that becomes part of the intuitive aspect, because as I tune into you and your vibration, being an empath, I will pick up whatever it is that you may be questioning or asking about. And I also have the ability to oftentimes go beyond your question into what you're really asking versus what you think you're asking. So,
the question behind the question.
Yes, and we have many gifted people here. So I'm looking forward to your questions, which I will entertain now. If you want to select one, Marty Christie, or a person to ask the question.
Maybe we'll take one or two, maximum 3 people that could get their question answered. And for that, so we have some questions in the chat. Again, we ask specific questions relevant to our career life too. So they have to be yes and no questions. Let's say Vinayak has guided me a lot of times. I didn't know what to name my business. Is it this or that name? So Vinayak can get you an answer, and either a yes for this name or a yes for that name. So, or let's say I was doing a cleanse one time. I'm like, I don't know how many days to do. I want to do 2 months. But actually what was for the best thing for me was this many days. So is it 40 days? Yes. If it's less, I will find the answer. Things like that. So yes or no. Do we have, we have a lot of questions in the chat now, but, you can ask, yes or no questions, sometimes maybe, but yes or no is the best. So in order to make it easiest to select the 3 people, would you so kindly be able to just raise your hand and ask the question? That will make it easiest for us. And if anything in the chat, we'll try to come back to them in the Q&A section. So the first 3 people, we got Joy, and then Hosanna. Anybody else? Okay, Judy. So we got 3. Perfect. So Joy can you please ask your question?
Before you do that, Joy, let me say that the more detailed questions, that's when I invite you to have a session with me. And that's when I can go deeper, but not in this live experience. So Joy, what is your question, please?
My question is a simple one. Will I become enlightened in this lifetime?
The obvious question, the obvious answer is it something that you desire?
Yes.
Okay. So having desired that, I'm going to ask my guides to tune into you. Can you tune into Joy? All right. So yes? Yes. Okay. So they've got your vibration. And are you willing to answer that question? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Will Joy experience enlightenment in this specific lifetime? The answer is yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for the answer, Vinayak, and the question, Joy. And
Joy?
Yeah.
Hosanna?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about can I heal my physical body completely? Like, and is it going to happen soon?
Guys tuned in to Azana. Can you answer her question? Is the highest and best wisdom for Hosanna to heal her body? You said soon, that's relative, soon could be tomorrow, soon could be, 10 years from now. So I'm not quite sure how to address that one, but let me just ask if you will. No, I just heard that you have the ability to. Is the desire there? Yes, the desire is there. Is it strong? Can you show me the energy field of that? Okay, it's very, very strong. Now, will she indeed heal her body? Yes. So,
Wonderful.
can you accept and allow that to be true for you?
Yes.
Is that true? They said yes also. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And
Thank
then
you.
next we have Judy.
Hi, Vinayak. Thank
Hi,
you.
Judy.
Hi. Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out which one's the most important question, but I'll make it simple. Is it more important for me to stay in my body in this lifetime, or will I go through a process of ascension?
Indeed, dear one. Ascension is in your body. And it is happening in this now moment. You are definitely to stay in your body. Is that true? Have you tuned into Judy? Yes, thank you. And the message is coming through very clearly. That it's a very old paradigm to let go of the body for the main reason for letting go of your body is because you no longer believe in it. You no longer trust in it. So therein lies your block. And the ascension happens within you as you embrace the truth of you, as you embrace all possibilities. And of course, there's always free will choice. So if you choose to let go of your body, there's no harm, no foul. It is, like I said, it's a matter of choice. And my sense is right now that there is a desire to let go of your body. So that says to me that there is potentially something going on with you and your physical form that's not acceptable. And I would encourage you to love that. I would encourage you to embrace it. I would encourage you to allow it to be all that it is. And that begins with acceptance. And if you can't accept it, then of course, the guides say you get to be right about it. And then of course you will leave. Because you're actually creating the energy to move into a different body. So you'll come back in a different body. But have you gained anything? And does that apply to ascension? And the question is, my guidance and my intuition is that ascension is happening with these physical forms. So if you can accept what is, and if you can allow that allowance of allowing it to change, that's the key. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. It does.
Is that all you want to say? Yes, that's complete. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinayak.
Welcome.
Thank you everyone that asked their questions, and thank you, Vinayak. And do you feel guided to answer another question, or would you like to pull a card for us? Or is it the best time for now to move
Yeah,
on
I'll
to
take one more question with a card.
with a card? So you will get a card reading first. Hand up will get a card reading. Who will be the lucky one? Okay, Pamela, let's go. Ooh, we had a lot of hands up
Right.
now, but I saw Pamela first. And somebody's waving there, so...
Hi. What do you want me to ask a question or wait for Vinayak?
You may ask your question, but let me,
I am curious as to the energies today for certain empaths, or maybe it was just me, why they affected us so much physically even. Is that okay, or is that a sign that there's a block?
my dear one, is self-acceptance.
Oh. Thank you.
And therein lies your answer. And so the question might be to you, what is it about me that's not acceptable?
Very nice.
And if you can totally embrace, similar to what Judy was talking about, if you can totally embrace where you are right now and find the gratitude of being there, you will indeed move into self-acceptance.
Thank you.
Pamela.
Vinayak, thank you so much, Pamela. We have now quite a few hands up. I think we will come back to your questions in the Q&A section and take as many as we can. But let me quickly show you, if we don't get to them today, I'll just quickly show you where you can book a session with Vinayak. You will go to his website and services, my offerings, and you can see that there's intuitive guidance, and you can click book a session, and you can fill in a form, and he will get back to you to request an appointment and any other details. But and also, if you have quick questions and answers that you sometimes want to get answers to, like this or that, yes or no type of things, you can directly book them, and he will answer them via email. So be as precise as possible, like he said, and he will maybe maximum 72 hours or sometimes even less for him to get back to you. It's really, really helpful. I use it all the time, and it's life changing. You get such precise answers. But now we will
Testimonial. Anybody who's worked with me for intuitive guidance, or what you would call intuitive guidance. Anybody want to come forth and share?
we have
Edward Woody, welcome.
Hey,
What is your experience?
excuse me. I have used you for intuitive guidance on a number of occasions for many, many different things. Everything from relationship issues to energy carrying in the body to logo designs for my new business, which one was the right one for my business to go with. So, and one thing you don't know as of yet, he helped me about a year ago. We've been trying to adopt and in the foster program, and we've been working on it. And he told me a little over a year ago that there was a child on his way. There were some issues that we had to work on in our relationship and on ourselves personally before the child would come. And the child was placed with us 4 months later. And then today we just received notification that he'll be coming up for adoption on the 28th. So hopefully we're going to get our little baby bundle of joy. So that is my share. And thank you, Vinayak.
Thank you, Edward. Beautiful.
Amazing. Thank you
Is
so much.
there anyone else intuitive guidance?
We want to share.
Okay. Hello there. Welcome.
Hey, it's nice to see you. I just wanted to give my testimony about I think it was like one of the first times we spoke. I was on FaceTime and Sam was out there with you in Hawaii. And we were talking about music and, just what type of music that I wanted to make and how to be authentic and true to what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. And you brought up the soulful chanting and being able to tap into the ground and to tap into my ancestral background and just allow it to come through, to allow it to vibrate through me. And literally today, we were working on a visual, we're working on a video on a song where I used that. I was able to tap into that soulful chanting. So I just wanted to say thank you for that guidance and, just the reminder so I can continue to do that for the future and just be authentic to myself and pay my respects to my ancestors. So thank you.
So much for sharing that. I'm sorry I spaced out your name, or I'd say thank you in person. Give me your name again, please.
My name is Anthony.
Anthony, of course. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Good to see both of you. Sam has also worked with me on the intuitive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, same stuff. It's amazing. The fact that we're actually recording a video right now for one of his songs where he's soulful chanting, and that was probably a year ago, and he was in a completely different space. So we were just like, oh my God, we need to say this. So I love you.
I love you too. I love you both.
I'm so excited to hear all this, Vinayak. I think we could take a full half a day here, hearing about all the magic. And I would also, this is so beautiful. And so we have intuitive guidance, but let me just share my screen and share with you what else we have on the wonderful Wonder menu. We have spiritual coaching, and we could spend the whole day on the intuitive guidance. It feels like this is very popular, but we also want to quickly talk about, before we go in the Q&A and the raffle, guys, stick around, talk about spiritual coaching. And can you tell us more about spiritual coaching and how is it maybe different than intuitive guidance, and who does it benefit? How does it benefit them?
So many people are looking for the spirit within them and guidance from that. And without really talking about that, I'd like to invite Pamela to speak to her experience of working with me, because we've had several sessions now as regards this. And I think it's better if it comes from someone else at the moment. And I realize that we are way over time. So I'm hoping you can all stick around. We're going to try to speed this up a little bit and move but I do want you to hear some of the amazing stories on natural healing that I've been honored to be a part of. So Pamela, if you'd unmute yourself.
Absolutely. I'll try to make it as quick as I can, but Vinayak I didn't even know he did spiritual counseling. He was my first facilitator from base camp, and I called him up and I said my heart was closed, or I needed to expand my heart. My first time with Vinayak, he somehow pinpointed within my heart. And all I can tell you is that the shift was so powerful. I got off the phone. After I didn't get off the phone with him yet, but we could both tell that all of humanity had shifted because I was so brokenhearted and my heart came together. And that is my first experience with Vinayak. It was absolutely incredible. And I don't know how to describe how you know when all of humanity shifts, but we both knew it. And it was really interesting. Another experience that I want to share is the alignment that Vinayak enables you to have within yourself. When I was working with him and I was getting in alignment, I ended up shining. My crown was so open. I felt so bright. I cannot describe the beauty of that alignment. It hasn't happened. It's just indescribable how he can get you into alignment. And I just can't say enough. Work with this man. If you have anyone you're looking for, work with this man. He has this incredible ability to pinpoint, and he is gifted.
Thank you so much, Pamela. Beautiful. So because of in the interest of time, I'd like to now move into the healing phase. And we have a couple of people, I think, that are here.
Yeah, so natural healing. I think somebody dropped a comment in the chat box asking about pricing and all those things. Vinayak doesn't have those things up yet because it's so custom what he offers, and that's why he starts often with the intuitive guidance to fully understand you. It's custom, and you really have to meet with him to have your first normally intuitive guidance session to really get started with him. And it's all tailor-made. There's no cookie cutter programs or anything that he has. But with that said, let's jump into natural healing, the third thing in the Wonder Menu.
Okay, I don't know if you're here or not, but Christy, would you like to speak, please? Unmute yourself and put yourself on camera if you may. Christy is a beautiful mother of 2 children, and so she may be occupied by that. So if we don't,
I'm here.
Christy, hi, welcome. Hi. Good to see you, my love.
Hi. I am not really even sure where to start. I could take hours of your time talking about working with Vinayak. I have been working with Vinayak for about 11 years now. I first started seeing Vinayak. I was really, really sick with chronic Lyme disease and various co-infections. And I had been undergoing some really intense treatments, IV antibiotics, antimicrobial chemotherapy, all the crazy, heavy hitting things that did, essentially save my life. But I wasn't living. I wasn't progressing, and I was identifying really deeply with my illness and my disease, and it was a part of who I was. And I didn't really think that I was ever going to get out of that. And when I found Vinayak, it's like everything changed for me. I was also so ready to receive the work. I just jumped in with everything that I had, and I'm so glad that I did, because it gave me my life back. I never thought that I would be able to have children, and now I just put my two kids to bed, and words will never be able to express how grateful that I am. And we did the healing with Zyto, and then I also jumped on board with Evox, which was huge for me. I've done a couple different types of Evox. We started with the transgenerational Evox, which helps heal ancestral traumas and really like your family lineage. And I have no words to tell you how amazing and beneficial that was. And recently, we've been doing a lot of work with kind of clearing emotional blockages and really working through all the BS. I'll edit, that I've been telling myself for so long that's been holding me back as a person. And it's like with every single session, it's like we're taking this sledgehammer to a brick wall and breaking through everything that I need to break through to get to the other side. And if you haven't worked with Vinayak, I highly encourage you to do so. You will not regret it. He has changed my life, and he will forever hold a huge piece of my heart.
Thank you so much, Christy. Wow. Woo. I'm so blessed.
That is truly beautiful. I'm also impressed by, I didn't even know you can do all those things, Vinayak. You just keep impressing me all the time. Truly a wonder.
Thank you. Is Meredith in the house? Meredith? Okay. How about Melinda? Are you available, dear?
I am here, dear Vinayak. I don't think it could be said better than what Christy just told us, because I haven't worked with you a whole long time, but I've you've helped me so much with Zyto, the hand cradle, and the Evox. And I told Vinayak that I'm a little ticky and I'm going to stick to his short tails and never let go. I don't care if we're on this earth. Well, it's all now. I'm there. He's so vast. We're all vast, predominantly, but I just believe in this being with all my heart and soul, and I love him, and I loved how he chortled and said, "Oh, wonderful," or whatever you said, Vinayak, after Christy finished speaking. It was so you. It was so you. Anyway, I want to backtrack and say that when I saw your previous website, it just was like, I got to do this. I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to do it. I believe in frequency, and I was afraid. I couldn't wait to get the hand cradle, but I was afraid to do it because I didn't know what was ahead. PTSD from this lifetime of stuff. Anyway, he got me settled. I mean, it was like your body remembers all this stuff. So many of us understand that, and you can't, it doesn't make any conscious sense what you're going through. You can't stop your body reacting from what it's trying to heal. We did the hand cradle. He finally got me settled, we got it going, and it's just amazing what comes up from the Zyto system of different parts of your body and what is happening there, and how you can potentize water and drink it down, and that will help healing as well. I'm an emotional creature. I wish I could be more, okay, not going there. I love the hand cradle and all that the Zyto can do to show the practitioner where to go, how to heal. And that's not including Vinayak's heart, there's an I word, sorry, it's stuck in the brain, his intuitiveness, that's so vast. Anyway, I love the hand cradle, but the Evox, like Christy, is what blows it apart. From this abusive lifetime, traumas and torture, and the last Evox, which was a couple weeks ago, that I did with Vinayak, with the hand cradle. We have the Zyto hand cradle. It is amazing. We were progressing, and all of a sudden, Vinayak said, "OMG," or something. He goes, "I've never, in my years of doing Zyto, have I ever seen this chart." It was, I don't know how to explain it, Vinayak, but it was emotions in the highest level of, like, I'm going to explode. Extreme emotions of, and the trauma, overwhelmed, and anger, and just diagram those sentences spread out to anger, rage, pissed, furious, overwhelmed too much, not enough, and the trauma and torture. And he goes, this, when it hits, is going to be explosive. And he told me to tell my husband that, you know, whoever's in the line of fire, whether they deserve it or not, they're going to get lambasted. And it's happened a little bit, but there is so much more to come out. And I remember, I love the Evox. I love the Evox because you have headphones and the music is playing, and Vinayak tells you what to think about, like overwhelmed, not enough. Think of that as you're listening to the music, and then let me know when it's done. I'll record your voice, and we'll see what comes. And as you're listening to the music, you get these. I'm sorry, I'll be faster. You get things come through in your vision. At one time, one of the very first times, it wasn't during this heavy hitting emotional session. I remember when I spoke into the microphone after the music was over, I said, I was in a box store, and I said, "Hey, I need cleanup on aisle 7. Anybody to help clean this up on aisle 7?" And it was me needing help. Please help me deal with this lifetime and heal it type thing. But it was in between aisles. I was still protected because I've been protecting myself anyway. And then that's it. That's all I need to say. It's just amazing, and I love this being. His smile and his heart are universes of the Grand Canyon over and over again. Thank you for listening.
So much, Melinda. I love you.
Wow, Vinayak, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. And that was truly beautiful. And I believe a lot of the people in the audience have beautiful feedback like that. And we've got some questions about, all those like pieces of equipments like Cyto, Evox, and different bioenergetic modalities. And Vinayak also includes homeopathy as part of his healing. It's very, very custom, like I mentioned. And before we dive into the questions, Vinayak, we come back to the natural healing. For the respect of everybody's time that showed up, would you like to do the raffle now so that we can get as many of us as possible that are live to get to experience this? So let's do the raffle. The raffle includes a 15-minute intuitive guidance session with Vinayak, and there will be 3 lucky winners, all of you that joined us live today. All of your names have been put into this raffle. Let me share my screen.
If you're or not, you're in the raffle. So I will honor that, whether
Perfect.
you say it or not.
Wonderful. So let me share my screen of the raffle. One moment. Okay. So everybody that registered, there's almost 90 or 100 of you are here. Your names are in here. And we will do this. So let me ready, Vinayak. Is it now is the time to divinely align? And I will press this button with your permission and with the permission of your guides for the right person to be selected to experience your magic.
I'm curious to see who it is.
Let's do it, everybody.
Who's the lucky winner? Yeah. Okay, dear. Thank you.
Victoria, are you here?
I'm here.
Woo! So you are a winner. You can reach out to Vinayak to book your session individually. And let's take our next lucky winner. We'll take you out. Then we have the second person. So congratulations. Second lucky soul. May I be intuitively guided as I press this button for the right person to be selected. Thank you. Ooh, it is. Congratulations, Jackie. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Congratulations. This is so much fun.
I love it.
Perfect. So we will have our third lucky winner and lucky and let's do this.
Totally divinely guided, by the way.
Divinely guided.
Wow.
Lauren! We know Lauren. Lauren, are you still here? I saw her earlier.
Probably not. We're a little over the time.
We are a
so-
little over time, but I know she was here. So everybody that won the raffle were here, present. So congratulations to all of you. So now, just let me share my screen one more time here.
Still have some hands up, so
We will come back to the hands really quick. We'll come back to the hands, but quickly. I know some of you have to leave because we are going a lot over time because there's so much fun and magic here. We'll come back to the Q&A in just a moment, but before anybody needs to go, I wanted to just share with you the social media handles of Vinayak. He's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and his website. I will drop those links in the chat. So if you could support him by following him on social media, we will have more content coming up. We have a whole team that will be helping Vinayak with that. And there's a few posts right now, but more is coming in 2020. So if you follow and like and comment on his posts, you will see it really helps you with the exposure and with like people actually reaching him. So let me just drop those really quick in the chat. Here they are, his website and all social channels. I just wanted to share them with you. And also when you go to his website and actually right here, you can reach out to him, or there's a form on his website. If you have any suggestions about his things he could blog about, because a lot of the questions that, we will look through all the questions that got asked, he will, if he feels intuitively guided to, and it's something that's of a benefit to many, he will blog about, maybe make a video, or maybe we'll do another live event with him specific to that issue or topic. But please do reach out to him via email, and the email's here. And let me just drop that in the chat as well, so it will be easy to copy and paste. And if you want to schedule a session, you can always directly reach out to him as well and tell him exactly how you would like, what you would like assistance or support with. And that if you also have a podcast or host any events, or would like to have Vinayak to come and join you as a guest speaker, presenter, or even teach a private custom workshop, he's available for that. You can just reach out and he would love to serve and support. You know him, he's here to serve. So this is the email you can find him at, or if you can WhatsApp him as well. And before we go, thank everyone. So maybe Vinayak, I will tell them about the gift now, and then we'll come back to Q&A for those that still can be here. Is that okay?
yes.
So we both would love to thank you for being here, those that are still here and those that left, and that will also those that will, of you that will be watching the recording. As a thank you, Vinayak has a special gift for you, and all of you will get an email sent out to you. Just give us a little bit of time. If not today, maybe no later than tomorrow morning, but hopefully today we'll send it out. Do you want to tell us a few words about it really quick?
Well, I'll let it be a surprise. And I just want to thank everybody for being here. And I think did offer testimonials. Your heart was certainly felt, and your expressions of love and appreciation were deeply felt by me, and I'm sure by many others. So if there are any questions, I'll entertain those briefly. I have another event coming up at, in about 45 minutes, maybe less than that now, in 40 minutes. So we'll move on quickly and see if anybody sticks around.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And we'll stop sharing my screen. And so now, any questions that, I would think if you drop your question in the chat, we've got quite a few of you there. So we would maybe invite people that really have urgent questions to maybe raise your hand now and ask him directly, because then we will it will stop help us by not having to select one of you, because they're all equally as important. So if you have raised your hand, I think I see Josephine and Sabrina right now.
And also Joseph Balderson, I see, raised his hand. And Simran also has a question. So let's see what happens.
Josephine, I believe you were first to raise your hand. Would you like to ask a question, please?
Yes. Hi. Thank you. Yeah, my question is, I've had health problem that held me back in my career. So am I going to be able to finish up my career in medicine?
You're going to be able to finish your what? Your degree in medicine?
No, I finished my degree to like practice medicine.
Okay, I'm not quite clear in the question, so
I've been sick.
for clarity in the question.
Oh, am I going to get better enough to be able to go back into practicing medicine?
So health is an issue for you?
Yes.
Why you're not practicing?
Yes, I couldn't finish up because of my health.
Okay, so the question is, will you get healthy? Will
Yes.
you embrace wellness?
It's like a two question. Would I get healthy to be able to go back to my career?
Okay, the guides are tuned into you. I feel that help will return to you. I do not feel your heart is in medicine. So I doubt whether you will actually return to medicine. Your health will return, but I'm sensing that you will not be in medicine, even though that's your background, your training, and maybe at one time was your heart's desire. But I think what I'm feeling and hearing right now is that you've changed too much to go back to medicine. Thank you for your question.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you again for this beautiful question. And we have next, I believe, Sabrina. Would you like to ask your question now?
Yes, sure. Hi, Vinayak. Beautiful presentations. I knew you have been gifted, but I didn't know about so many modalities that you use. So congratulations for that. And I'm so glad I got an opportunity to ask my question. I have been in the process of switching my career from health management to energy healing, but I have not practiced it as a profession. And I have a nutrition background. A few people have given me suggestions that I will be combining both of them, but I'm not sure how and when I would start. I wanted to know whether it'll be nutrition, energy healing, or a combination of both. And when do you see me starting that? Because I'm so scared to start business.
The fear that you're scared of?
Well, we've had failure in the business. So my limiting belief is that business is disaster. And I don't know how to change that thinking. So I'm always scared.
First thing I'm hearing is that your fear is standing in your way of either. And so I'm sensing that exploration of your fear, what that's about. And then the deeper question can be answered. But right now, it's dealing with and feeling into your lack of being able to act and move in a way that supports you and that you're guided to do. That answers your question.
So would it be nutrition or energy or both, or?
Again, deal with top plate. Top plate is the fear.
So there's no suggestion of what I need to do to work on it? Is there a way?
I would have many suggestions. And in the interest of time, I have to say that, you know, the best thing for you to do would be to book a session.
Yeah, I was going to say that do you think you can help me with that?
Oh yeah, I can definitely help you with that.
Okay.
You heard some of the testimonials.
Okay.
Yeah. I have
All
the
right.
tools, I have the means, and I have the desire. And what I will say is that when I work with people, I don't give up.
Okay.
So if you don't give
Okay.
up on you, I'll never give up on you.
All
So
right.
no matter
That's
what,
great.
no matter what it takes, I will get to the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Your
is-
acceptance of the answer
Okay.
is
All
up
right.
to you. Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
That-
And we have
that-
the meditation today? Quick question.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
meeting? Are we meeting at 10:45
Yeah,
again?
yeah, the link is in
Okay.
Living
Thank you.
Alignment. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you so much for this beautiful question. And yes, I just wanted to add a quick side comment. Yes, sometimes it takes digging a little bit deeper. And like Vinayak said, he will not give up on you. He will do whatever it takes. And some answers are not quick yes and no's. And maybe you have to dig a little bit in the layers to really get to it and to get the clarity and do some healing. So, and Vinayak knows exactly what he's doing. So thank you again for your question too. Ooh, we have, I believe, Simran next.
Before we go to her, I'm feeling strongly to call on, the name is Joseph Balderson, but I don't think that this is Joseph that I'm talking to. So if you will unmute, I'll take your question.
Hello, good evening. My name is Joanne, actually.
Thank you,
Joseph is my husband.
Very good.
I'm on his computer, so forgive me. My
No.
question for you is, am I meant to continue my laying on of hands healing?
And I'm sorry, give me your name again.
Joanne.
Joanne, can you tune into Joanne? Yes, is it appropriate to answer a question? Can you and will you? Yes. Ask your question again, please.
Am I meant to follow my laying on of hands healing?
Not at this time. The answer is no.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Wow, this is beautiful. I just want to add, one time I had a big business opportunity with somebody, and I asked Vinayak, should I go for it or not? It sounded so good, and I just didn't know what to do. I wasn't clear if I should say yes or not, but the opportunity was amazing. But Vinayak got an answer that it's a clear no, and I did not go for it. And then so many great opportunities have opened up after saying that hard no, because it wasn't aligned for me probably. So I just wanted to add that really quick. And now Simran, ready for your question?
I'm ready. Hi Vinayak. I'm intuitive. It's been a long time. I haven't spoken to you.
Yes.
I'm intuitively guided. Yeah, I'm intuitively guided to work with children, even though that's not my background. I've never worked with children, but somewhere deep inside, I feel that I should be working with children. And so that's one one part of the question. The second is if I'm meant to, how, in what modality, how am I doing it? So that's my question.
Two-part question, so we'll answer the first one. Tune in. Never. It's definitely in your highest and best interest to work with children.
It is.
Definitely. That's where your heart is. You resonate well with that. I'm not sure what you were doing previously.
I'm an HR professional. So
okay.
Totally different. But I'm not, my heart's not in that anymore.
No.
And so
not.
I'm in this holding pattern of what I'm doing next. And that's where I'm like, this is what I feel I need to do, but I don't know how to go about it or in what modality. Is it some sort of healing modality? That's my question.
So the question is it some sort of healing modality?
Yes.
Yes, it is a healing modality. It's something that you don't know about right now.
Got it. Okay.
So trust.
Somewhat trust. Okay. Surrender. Thank you so much.
Trust.
Thank you.
Trust and surrender.
Thank you.
What I would share with you is that, as with many, savor the unknown right now and embrace the unknown. And when it's time, you will know.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So next, I believe, Simran, thank you. We have Nazani. How do I say that?
Yes, Nazanin. You pronounce it right.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hi, my God, thank you so much for the wonderful evening. Also, last night, it's seriously magical. I can't wait to have so many sessions. But since Simran asked her questions for actually children, I'm also starting a business in the children's art and creativity, and it's actually not my field at all, but I'm strong desire and passion about it. And I was wondering if this is my right path.
Guys of your vibration. The answer is no.
No?
No, not with children.
Okay.
Can you give me more clarity about that? Not at this time. So if you want to go deeper, I would suggest, maybe book the 15-minute session or something like that where we can go a little bit deeper.
I already sent an email, but I will do that again. Definitely.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
Wonderful. Thank you. Is there anyone else that has an urgent burning question right now? Okay, Maybelline.
Maybelline, yes.
Hi. Well, for some reason, I feel like I'm done here in Oregon and that I'm ready to actually start my family and stuff. I just want to know if that's just my desire because I want to be with him and have family, or if actually that's my guides telling me that it is time.
We have Maybelline vibration. Yes, okay. So the question is, do you want to start a family? So what am
Yeah. Well, yes, but am I done like living here in Oregon so I can move to live with them?
You're not complete with Oregon.
Okay.
You're not complete with Oregon. So trust and you will know.
Okay, thank you.
I think patience is the answer right now. And what I'm
Well,
hearing,
I've had almost 9 years of patience.
yeah.
So,
And what I'm guided to ask you is, what is it about Oregon that you want to leave?
I want to be with him and start a family. And he does not live in Oregon.
It's not in your best interest to do that.
Right now.
Well, it's always in the now that I can answer the question.
Thank you.
Can you accept the answer?
Thank you.
Wonderful. Maybelline, thank you. We have, I think, Josephine raised her hand as well.
Yeah, hi, thank you. Yeah, my question is, what do I look in the future, or what do I see in my career path for now? Like, what is it that I'm going to do to support myself?
Very detailed question and not yes or no. So not appropriate at this time to ask in this format.
Okay.
I would encourage you to, if you want to dive deeper, to have a session with me where I can really tune in and the guides can be with you with that answer, which will be more detailed. And yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Vinayak would love to, go dig deeper with every one of you, but right now we want to just do yes and no. But thank you so much for your question. Really appreciate it. And for the sake of time, Vinayak, we have some wonderful, lovely souls that have been still around with us, but I know you have another event coming up because, a wonderful. So how would you like this to go? Do you want to answer any more questions? I know there was a question about, I think the intuitive guidance is the hit. The rest is of course as well, but that's the sweet thing here. What would you feel is the most aligned for the duration of this evening? Do we want to continue at another time, or you may need it?
I feel like we are complete at the moment. I want to be respectful of the people's time. You spent almost an hour and more than an hour and a half with me, and I truly appreciate it. It's obviously I didn't allow enough time for this presentation. I didn't realize that. Well, let's just say I thought an hour would be enough, and it clearly isn't, which I have to say pleases my heart and pleases me greatly, because that means you have lots more questions, which means I have a lot more answers for you. And the guides would love to talk with you more. So with that being said, I invite you to, if you're a Living Alignment member, you'll find the link to join us tonight in the Zoom room for that. I'm honored to have Edward Woody as my co-host, and I see he's still hanging out here, so that's beautiful. so much gratitude and so much love. And I deeply appreciate that you took your time to not only share with me, but to be with me and to launch what I hope to be a long and very productive future from this website and touching many souls. That is my true desire. So I will go as deep with you as you will allow. And you may not always like my answers. I'm also very direct, and I will tell you what I know. And if I don't know, I will also tell you that. So what you can expect from me, and know always that you will get as much honesty as you can embrace, with compassion, understanding, and more importantly, love. And I hope that the testimonials bear that out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vinayak, and it was truly beautiful. And thank you for sharing your gifts. And I really hope that a lot of you were able to get some clarity with those questions and really get a little taste of Vinayak and Vinayak's wonders are all about. That was the intention really for this evening, and I hope that was met. And I feel like it was, for at least for me. And all the questions that got put in the chat, we will look through them, and I think we will have, this is just a first public event with you, Vinayak, an official public event. I think we should do many more where people get to experience you, and you go deeper into, the cytobiofeedback and evox and things like that got asked, or maybe, like we said, it will be answered through a blog post. We will write something, Vinayak will write something about it. And so thank you everybody that joined, and those of you who stayed here with us until now, an hour and 44 minutes later. Thank you for your commitment and for your love, and we really appreciate you being here. And again, I posted Vinayak's social handles and his email. Please share them with others and invite him to speak. And if you have any ideas, he's super open. And we will send out the recording and the special gift as soon as possible this evening. And we will now conclude this evening. And thank you so much again. And so grateful to be here with all of you. Thank you.
Many, many blessings. Thank you, folks. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you, Vinayak. Thank you, Martha Christie. Good luck for everything, Vinayak. Blessings to you.
Thank you, Vinayak.
I'll see you soon.
Much love.
Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Vinayak.
Thank you.
Welcome, Justine.
Thank you, Marta.
Thank you.
Vinayak. Love to you both.
Thank you. Thank you, Kat.
See you in a few minutes.
Yes, in a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you again. Let's save the chat
Thank you,
and the recording. And